What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a quick look at Solana here, and as you can see, I mean, it's doing exceptionally well recently, hasn't it? It's starting to run out a bit of steam here, which is what we said in yesterday's video, I believe, when we covered Solana. But as you can see, I mean, it's very overextended, isn't it? It's very overextended. It's absolutely crazily overbought. I mean, we're coming up to almost 90 on the RSI, which is crazy. Ever since we flipped bullish on our EMAs here, we haven't even retested them, which is kind of a concern because we haven't really made that much support. And if we do start to roll over here, there could be a fairly cataclysmic drop in Solana's price, considering, you know, how crazy bullish it has been. Obviously, it's been doing very well, and we do think that Solana is a really good project. But it does seem likely, in our opinion, that this is getting pretty damn overextended now. And, you know, more likely than not, we are going to see a bit of a correction fairly soon. Because, you know, this has basically been going up in a straight line. And it is starting to get parabolic. You can see it's starting to do something like this, where it's just going straight up and straight up, green days galore, basically. So, you know, we are probably expecting a bit of a retracement here for Solana fairly soon. But if we just do a little bit of TA about what we've been seeing, we've obviously got our range here. You can see in May, we come down, we form our range, you know, looking something like this. If we pull that across, form our range, you know, we're in and around our EMAs this whole time. We do flip bearish here and get stuck under them a little bit, but Solana was making, you know, higher lows the whole time, really. Probably forming a little bit of a, you know, potentially some kind of pennant like this. And everyone's expecting this kind of action to break to the downside for continuation, but you can see quite clearly that it was actually continuation to the upside. And, you know, once we start to break out of our EMAs here, we flip bullish. Obviously, we come to the top of our range, a little bit of a back test, and then we've absolutely flown out the gates, broke through the all-time high here. We ran all the way up to this next level, which we assume would be a fib level. We come down and we back test this kind of area here, make a bit of support. Since then, we've been absolutely running away with it, haven't we? And I bet if we throw our fib retracement here onto this little move here, you will see some levels that we have targeted, and as you can see, pretty much on the money for each of these levels. You can see we found resistance at the 127 here at around that $70-80 level. We had a bit of a retracement to back test. We come up to our next level at the 141 at around $95, which we broke through, back tested. We come up to the next level here at the 161 at around $120. Found some resistance, we broke through that again. And then as you can see, we've been working our way up all the way up to the 227 extension for that recent move, haven't we? But it looks as though we are running out of a bit of steam now. There's probably another fib retracement level here that we haven't actually got on our fib retracement tool. But you can see quite clearly these levels have been respected pretty much to a T. And sooner or later, we are going to have to see a bit of a retracement. So we do think Solana, you know, it's getting overextended now realistically, isn't it? And we're now looking at some short-term price predictions then. We'd say realistically, obviously, we've got a 20 moving average that we would expect to hold as support first and foremost. Coming up here, it's probably going to be coming in at around $150 if we did retrace through it from here. Then obviously we've got the 161 here. Previous level of resistance flipped into support at around that $1.18 level as well, which we'd probably expect to be some, you know, 2 strong levels of support. We've got the 55 also creeping up. If we'd had a massive cataclysmic fall in the market for Solana, probably coming in at around that 141-ish level at around $100. A very strong psychological level of support as well. But if we do keep going up and pumping, you know, for a bit more of a overextension before a wider correction for Solana, because we do think it's strongly likely that's going to be the case. We've got the 227 here coming at around that $248-250 level. We do think if we broke that 200-ish psychological level, which we do seem to be finding resistance on here, $250 would be a very strong level of resistance. We'd expect a retracement from there for some consolidation at least, just because of how crazy this move has been for Solana. But you can see, obviously, it's been doing very well, hasn't it? So long-term price predictions, we've actually met all of our price targets here for Solana because it's been pumping so much. So, you know, realistically, we'd probably expect a retracement here back to around you know, maybe $150, maybe even $100 if we do get a big pullback, because Solana's very overextended, isn't it? And then from there, if that was the case and things did go from there as we would plan, probably, you know, coming down realistically, probably, you know, let's say it pulls back to this one, to the 161 extension here, about 120, we'd have an overextension again, coming up to around $460. You know, we do think that $200, $300, $400 is a very good price for Solana. I think a long-term price prediction of $400, $500 would be a very, very, you know, very realistic target. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.